So you're praising routines, and then the kids who aren't getting the praise start to do the routine because they want the praise. It's a tactical use of praise, but you've got to teach the routines first. Hi, it's Richard here again from Learn, Implement, Share. And once again we're talking about the situation of shifting students and shifting classes from being oppositional, off-task, where we're at loggerheads with them, to students and classes that are on task, taking responsibility for their learning, and where we're on the same page and we're having a lot of fun in this learning environment. In this video we're talking about praise. Now before I get into praise and talk about its merits, I do agree that there's a danger with praise, and that if we teach our students through praise, if we're praising kids for nothing, has been this culture recently in the last couple of decades of kids getting awards for everything, and the sense that kids don't value failure and they don't value success. So I get that, and that's not what I'm advocating, because ultimately we want students who are taking responsibility for their learning and who are learning regardless of whether there's praise or not. But what about the class who can't even walk into the room correctly, where it's mayhem as soon as you open that door, where it's like a mosh pit, and then trying to settle them down so you can start your lesson is really problematic, and there's kids calling out, and you know that you can eventually steer them in the right direction, but at the moment it's tough. Well, there's a strategy that I call praising to manage, and this video, really, I'm just wanting to whet your appetite, so you watch the video called Praise and Preparation, which is in the description below. And that's a video by an Australian teacher who was teaching in England at the time. It's an old Teachers TV video, and I have it in one of my courses. And I'll tell you some backstory to this video, because this is a video of Amy using praise really, really well to manage her students. Now, I want to talk about the strategy in a sec, but I do want you to watch this video. The background to the video is it's set in Pimlico School in England. And so I would show this video in this course because it was a great demonstration of using praise. And I would get some pushback from teachers in the course saying, oh yeah, well Richard, look at her class, look how easy those kids are to manage, it's no big deal. And it used to kind of irk me because I'm trying to show examples of good teaching. But guess what? Every time you get a video where a teacher's demonstrating good teaching, what do the kids look like? They look like they're compliant. So if you want to show off-task kids, and there are some videos like that, then what's the teaching like? Pretty poor. You can't have a class that's unruly and a teacher using really good teaching strategies at the same time. It doesn't work like that. That's the irony. Anyway, in this course, along comes this other teacher, and she said, well, actually, I used to teach with Amy at Pimlico School. And what you don't realise is that school has a police presence because the students were so out of control. And Amy succeeded really well because she used this praise method to get the kids to do what she needed them to do. So she's praising kids for putting their hands up, for sitting down correctly, for answering questions. It's fantastic. But again, I know we've got to be careful. At some point, you've got to wean off praise, I think. Anyway, so the idea is, if you've got a group of students that is so far south, like they can't behave in any way that allows teaching to go on, what you can do is teach the behaviours that you want to see, like this is how we walk into the class. Not in a punishment sense. You can kind of have a chat and say, hey, look, we're not going very well. I keep snapping at you. I'm not happy with you, you're not happy with me, we're going to have a fresh start. So we're going to teach some routines, some things that we need to happen for learning to occur. The first one is going to be entering the room. We're going to practice this, and I'm going to show you what it is. So you explain what you want, and then they do it, and then your job is to praise the first 5 kids that are doing the right thing. Amy, excellent, you're coming in nicely. Well done, Peter, you're standing behind your desk. Everything that you've taught. And then you correct some of the others. George, what are we doing here? Fred, what are we trying to do? So you're praising the behaviours. And then the next one might be working noise or whatever it is that you're wanting to get happening in your class. So you're praising routines, and then the kids who aren't getting the praise start to do the routine because they want the praise. So it's a tactical use of praise, but you've got to teach the routines first. There's another video linked in the description below that if you want to see a teacher set this up, or try to set this up, it's not as successful because she wasn't a great teacher. But you see her trying to set up these routines, and then Amy is got a class who's well and truly into the routines and she's still using the praise. So that's the caveat, that's the draw card hopefully for you to watch these videos. So I call it praising to manage, because you are literally tactfully using praise to manage your students and to get them into the routines. If you have a class that is a bit off the air, that you're not happy with and that aren't doing the right thing, then this is a really good strategy that you could use. So, thanks for watching. I hope you found that useful. And if you did, subscribe and click the notification bell, do all that fun stuff because it really helps. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.